Okay, it's July 22nd, 2014, and the Texas Panhandle has been put back into drought mode. Right here we can see a HAARP downburst. This is about 4 p.m. and there is absolutely no reason for this to be happening in the surface wind or the upper jet stream. But we can see two of these downbursts, and they're what's in the center. The storm is crushed right in the center, and you can notice this one here. Let me zoom. Okay, now this one here, actually we can see 3 rings. 1, 2, 3 rings, and this is typical of what they've been doing to prevent these big rings showing up on the satellite maps. They spread the HAARP downburst out a lot, and again, they just heat a spot in the upper atmosphere with this billion-watt beam, and it expands like a balloon popping, and then this pushes dry air down on top of the storms. And this is pretty simple technology. It's just a standard radio transmitter, but it's a very, very powerful one, and the locations are of course hidden. Okay, now this was earlier. Now let's look at a few minutes later. A few minutes later we see this ring has completely destroyed the storm that was heading into Lubbock. So no rain for Lubbock City. This ring here, the downburst area, is destroying the storm that was there. And then this third ring, of course, that storm disappeared entirely. Okay, so if we look at the rain history for this area, I mean for the Texas Panhandle, this is back to the normal drought mode where it rains in New Mexico, and then once it hits that state line they shut it off. So I believe because of my videos putting a lot of pressure on them, they let a lot of rain happen in Texas this spring, and it was a great relief for the cotton farmers. But now they're back to it again. So and I just want to tell you, people in California and other places where you've got horrible drought, that you've got to do something. You've got to put pressure on these people, because this is a criminal activity. This is racketeering. This is organized crime. Okay, and just to prove this, that it's not the jet stream, it's not the surface wind, let me go ahead. Here's the surface wind. Basically, there's like not a lot happening. Real light south wind. Basically, nothing happening at the surface. And the jet stream, we've got a high pressure in the jet stream, which means descending air. But that doesn't mean like specific little bullseye descending air. It means this whole area is an area of sinking air. So basically, you have heat, and it inhibits the convection, and you have less probability of storms. So you know what's causing those little bullseye rings, right? What causes these little bullseye rings? Well, it's my contention that it's a billion-watt 20 megahertz transmitter. And just to amplify that a little bit more, here we have the IntelliCast radar from about the same time, and we can see Texas is clear except for this strange anomaly right here. Strange anomaly, and this is a no man's land. There are no people down there. There's nobody down there. So Rio Grande, it's just rocky desert. Obviously a bunch of illegals, but what is this thing down here? It doesn't show up on any of the other radar maps. So, and it seems to be timed about the same time that the Panhandle's getting a downburst. So I leave it to your imagination what might be causing that. But I think we all know. So, the poor Texas cotton farmers, looks like they're going to get it some more. I don't know what to say, but you guys in California, start looking at these weather maps. Document, this stuff's happening all over. Just as an example, let me show you what was happening in Nebraska. Another HAARP downburst in Nebraska. Let me go back to this one, and if we go up here. Okay, so here's the Texas Panhandle, Oklahoma, Colorado. This wave front here, again, looks like there's absolutely no reason to have this wave front here. Bunch of HAARP outflow boundaries. And it would be centered in right at this junction where they always do it. They're always aiming at this corner here, and I don't know why, but it could be to inhibit storms, or it could be to intensify some storms that will then occur in this area as the jet stream pushes the dry air over the top of humid warm air. So okay, it continues, it goes on and on and on, even though the satellite maps are now they're just a blurry mess. You can't make anything out. I mean, okay, here's like the Texas Panhandle. Look at this. I don't see anything. It's just all blurry. And that's water vapor. Here's long-wave infrared. I don't see anything. It's all blurry. Here's short-wave infrared. I don't see anything. It's all blurry. And visual mode is the only place where there's a little bit of detail. But I don't see anything. It's all edited. So anyway, there are still some resources that will show these events. But it's getting harder and harder. This is why you've really got to go ahead and, you know, maybe buy a coil of wire, buy an oscilloscope, learn what this radio wave looks like when it's over your area. There needs to be a global network or some kind of website put together so that people will know when they're being messed with. Here's 3 downburst rings visible. 3 downburst rings visible. And again, it's to stop the rain in this critical cotton growing area. $1 billion cotton growing area. Very tiny area, very valuable crop. Okay, thank you for watching.